What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. It is the 13th day. I didn't realize I was so far away. It's the 13th day of February. It's Friday the 13th, and here we are at $1.38 with roughly 9 hours left in the day. Moving down a little bit, and if we look at this from a relative low to a relative high, we zoom in on our 1 hour time frame, you can see, hopefully you can see, that we are finding some turbulence right here at our 382, which is nice. That's good. It's not a problem. Not enough to get too excited. We still do have these lower highs and these lower lows, right? It's as if we're in a channel down. If we find resistance here, we likely will go lower. But I will say we should have gone lower already. We've had ample opportunity to do so. Why didn't we? That might be the question we should be asking. I don't know. We're either at this point right here, right now, where we're about to find resistance and turn around, mark my words, right here at $1.38, we're about to find resistance, or we're at a point where we are actually about to start making some moves to the upside, which would be pretty exciting. The volume isn't tremendous. It doesn't necessarily need to be tremendous right now. You are picking up a little bit of volume as you're moving down, but only a little bit. It's hard to say. Tricky today. Tricky Friday the 13th behavior. Finding resistance here, finding resistance there. You're in this area now. Stochastics don't look too great. MACD is still bearish. I'm going to stick with the downside for now. I'm going to stick with finding resistance here, but you really don't have to do much to prove me wrong. Like, really, I would even go as far as saying, like, any kind of movement above here, like you get to $1.41 and then you prove me wrong. But let's take it a step further. Let's be real certain. If you can get above $1.47, let's say $1.48. Let's get above $1.48. Get above that golden ratio zone. Then I'm wrong. Until then, I maintain the stance that we go lower. Does that mean that we see a lower low? No, it doesn't. Let's look at the 4 hour. I might change my mind with the 4 hour. Let's look at the 4 hour. No, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. What I will say, and what's kind of interesting here, is we have these lower highs, and it seems to be respected pretty well. Lower highs, lower lows, right? You're in an overall downward sloping trend. But here you found resistance, here you found resistance, here you found resistance, but your resistance isn't resisting. It's resisting resistance here. It's like you have a bull flag in your RSI. That difference, different behavior can beget different results. With the way the stochastics look, the RSI overall, like without those lines, and the MACD, it's hard for me to be bullish here. I'm going to maintain the bearish stance, but I'm very easily flipped bullish here. Okay, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to maintain the bearish stance, but I'm very easily flipped to the bullish effect from here. Just get above $1.43. Get above $1.43. Oh no, I was saying above these highs, huh? Get above $1.48. That'll really do it. You know, I'll be honest. You get above this red line, you start closing 4 hour, not just wicking. Don't just wick up there and then come back down. But if you start closing 4 hour, multiple 4 hour time frames above $1.43, you don't have to get to $1.48. I'll become bullish there. You close 2 4 hour time frames in a row above the $1.43 level, I'll become bullish there. Breaking out of this, closing above your 236, finding support at the 382, I'm about it. But if not, we likely do go down to about $1.26 to $1.23, 1, 2, 3. Might we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe lower. At this point, I'm not calling for a lower low, but it is something we should be apprehensive for. You know, like we should at least be prepared for it. It could happen. Understand here does not have to be the low. We can see a lower low. There can be less volume on that lower low, and that can be the low that we recover from and then go higher. It's okay to go a little bit lower. I don't think that we go below $1. I have a hard time seeing that we go too much below this low at all, but it is possible. For now, that's not the call. For now, the call is a higher low at the golden ratio or somewhere just below there, somewhere between $1.16 and $1.26, specifically with that $1.23 to $1.26 area in mind. I've got really nothing else to say. Whenever it comes to retracing, whenever it comes to moving back up, I assume that the area that we encounter is very obvious. We'll either find resistance right here where we found support before, or maybe we take it from a closing basis where we found support before, maybe even a little closing resistance right there. Something between $1.77, $2.10. I like that $2.10 level personally. I think that makes more sense to me. High to low. Your 0.5 is right there. I think that's where we're going to go. We could go up to the golden ratio. Maybe we go up to like 230 or something like that. It is possible, but something above $2 is what I'm calling for. From these lows. And again, if this isn't the low, we go lower. That's still a call. That's still what we're going for. I mean, if you think about it like this, the golden ratio is a little bit above where I'm thinking we go. We move the price down. Maybe we just have to drop down to 88 cents before the golden ratio lines up. Probably not. Probably not. We probably don't drop to 88 cents yet. I think that we will by the end of this bear market, but not yet. Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.